We have a name change. Africa Oil is now Meren Energy, and with that we have a change in strategy as well. The company is no longer focusing on exploration. Now it's all about profit and loss. We want that cash flow for investors. Let's get right into this stock. Just briefly comment on the name change, the meaning behind it, and if you're not interested in that, just skip forward and we will see insider transactions, and I will comment a bit on the implication that this has on the stock price. We will also look at yield. So goodbye Africa Oil, hello Meren Energy. In this article we can see that the former CEO Keith Hill, he was an avid explorer, that's how he was described. And we can see that now focus is no longer on exploration. It's all about profit and loss, generating a strong cash flow. So the name Meren is derived from an old nautical term representing the mooring of a vessel as it docks. That's the new name, and it anchors into the new profit and loss focus. The stock has performed alright over the last 5 years. We can see up a little bit more than 50%. They have also been paying dividends, so this is not factored in on just unrealized gains and stock performance. But look at the yield, 12.33%. Amazing. This is not guaranteed to be stable. It can go up, it can go down, anything can happen. It's a new strategy and we're gonna see how it performs. The market is uncertain regarding pricing here. However, there has been some downward pressure. And I think, in my opinion, that this can be explained by supply and demand side, with a large insider here, one of the major holders, Helios Investment Partners, selling a lot of shares. If you look at the screen right now, you can see the insider transactions, and we can see here on the 20th of March, I'm going to read a few of them for those of you who just listen. Selling 886,000 shares on the 7th of March 2025, selling 500,000 shares, and then 1.5 million shares sold on the 5th of March, and this continues on and on in 2025, and it has been going on in the fourth quarter of 2024 as well. However, we see an individual buy from Roger Tucker on the 4th of September. If this is fill orders in the market, well, then this is going to drive down price, as there's going to be a lot of sales order. You see max price on the shares, $2.13 for the latest insider sale. So this does not mean that everything was sold at that. If it was a fill order, then that was the highest sell, but it's just sucking up all of those buy orders, and that can drive down price. Or they do a block trade facilitated by an investment bank, and they find a buyer for this large block of shares and just sell it at a agreed upon price. That could also be the case. We will never know. We are just retail traders. But what we do know is that pricing is uncertain around this dividend stock. Dividend is uncertain. How will the company perform under this new strategy? Yield is very, very attractive. Is it worth the risk? We can only decide for ourselves as investors. That's been it for this video, covering Meren Energy, giving you a nice update on a stock that you potentially like. And as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.